Tonight, I'm going to continue to build this Bricklink design and program series 5, the adventure in Transylvania. So we've got, the coffin done last time. We're going to continue from back number 19. Well, let's just start because today I'm just going to talk about, building the settlers. And yesterday I was having, the whole chilling feeling down the spine. It's not like this is a scary set to do. I don't know, maybe it just, the whole thing kind of give me, now when I talk about it, start to give me chills again. And it was a nightmare because there's just one clip. This one clip isn't enough to kind of hold it in place. I just hope the finished model doesn't have the same issue, because otherwise it's going to be a nightmare to move them around. So we're going to start from backing number 19. And there's one mini figure, and unfortunately my holiday comes to an end, again just because of several health problems. I believe I will have less time building Lego, and again the project that I was working on will require lots of evening meetings. So during the day that I have evening meeting, then I wouldn't have the time to do Lego. So yeah, or the time to do my stuff, because it may be a 30 minutes meeting, an hour meeting, but after the meeting you need to prepare all the stuff and summarize all the stuff. You just don't have the time. But that's life. You need to work so that you get paid and able to pay the bills. And in modern days, a lot of things kind of across the globe, and you're in a time zone, and that's gonna happen. There's nothing much you can change about it. So, but anyway, that's all the not so desirable. I mean, let's be very honest. I know people from work might hear about it, but I don't really care. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to just not working and just do your own stuff, right? But to do that, you need to be able to survive. In order to survive, you need to pay bills. But given the world situation right now, I don't know, man. It's like, seriously, I don't want to be, political or something like that. Just look at the news overnight. Just, I don't know about you, but I just feel like anything could just happen in this world. Like, if you have the natural resources, the big power, it's just like business, right? If you have what people need, or the bigger corporate need, they're gonna come take over. So what can you do about it, right? And it's quite scary, to be honest. You just want to have peaceful time, and you never know. But we'll see, because I'm in New Zealand. Hopefully none of the conflicts will get to us anytime soon, but touch wood. You never know. So yeah, I really don't know this. Anyway, I make a mistake here. It's some interesting way to create a candle. Anyway, but yeah, just if you say, hey, I'm not worried about anything, it's different. Maybe when I don't have a kid, right? But nowadays you got for young kids, I'm not sure if the global situation worsen. Just forget all about all this like hobbies. Um, at the same time, I'm gonna have a thought. It's like mentally or not just financially. There's some sentimental value. I'm not collecting all this just for the sake of collecting or investing. I really really like the stuff. Like and look after. I don't want things like I want it. I collect it because I want to keep it as long as possible. But to be honest, it may go away suddenly, right? With the volatile global situation. So I don't know. But let's just forget about this, right? You got when you have two young you know kids, when you need to worry about like putting food on the table, or you need to run to survive, then that's like completely different. Okay, so yeah, like I don't know, that's what yesterday, the news gave me. Like I'm not like super worried or hysterical or about it, but it's just like normal logical thinking. It's like, okay, what if this happened? So yeah, that's something I need to think about. But yeah, it's just not the global situation, but just under normal circumstances, you have such collection. I heard many stories that people life just gone. They have huge collection that either a friend or relative inherited it. I don't want to be in that situation. You know, there are reasons why. I mean, everyone individual have reason on why you bought something and not opening it, right? So, but yeah, for me, right, I do really want to open and build everything, but it just sometimes is the situation not permitting for that to happen. And yeah, especially some of the biggest set is like I really don't have the space for it. I mean, I can make space, but again, back to that discussion is like, do you make the space first, or do you, make the, um, build a set first? So I don't know. I don't think I can interimly, um, invade space around, the living room and stuff. Just not possible. Because young kids, I don't really mind, and it's not that messy to be honest. But like sometimes at home, the people will have comments. Oh, it's so messy. I can't really invite people. Like, what the hell? You're like, why do you want to invite people to your home, right? And even you're not inviting, and then you start getting all these comments on like, oh, look, the kids having such mess here, just giving, makes you frustrated, and to me, right, it's just ridiculous. You go look outside, there are people with much messier, space, and you know, I don't know, right? Sometimes it just all this, you wish like, hey, you just leave it on your own sometimes. But yeah, I don't know, it is like, especially, I'm not trying to be sexist, but normally lots of women usually have such thought. Right? I don't know why. Same with my mom, and say, oh yeah, yeah, and oh, it's so messy. But you know, everything is so clean and tidy. They still say, oh, this is eyesore, this is messy. You're not having a house for a showroom or a perfect display model, right? So it's like, yes, to me, it's a little bit ridiculous. It's already got your own house, and then now you want it to be like a showroom. Anyway, those are my frustration, and reason why, you know, I would not able to, you know, I mean, the fact is I have young kids first, you know, even I get permission to invade some space. It's not like the set I'm gonna, you know, finish building straight away, right? So there there are, god damn it, all this color is just making me mad. Anyway, so yeah, you know, it takes time to, you know, finish some of the build as well. So I don't know, you know, you could leave a comment if you have ideas on how to solve some of all this first world problem. Yeah, me too, me too. I mean, it's a problem. I mean, the biggest problem is I need the work to survive, so I just don't have the time. Yeah. You can't really see it because it's applying on this side. Um, I mean, we're not getting on the second floor yet, but we are building, continuing to build the stairs. So at least the whole, you know, building is taking shape. So I think that's the most important part. And that's, you know, some of the fun in terms of building massive structure like this is that you're able to see your progress. Um, Interestingly, why does a hourglass just in front of the, well, on top of the coffin, just making sure that it's facing the right way. And then what's this? Maybe another candle. Okay. I thought it's some kind of bar or something, but you know, just the instruction. Again, the instruction booklet. I don't know how Lego decide to make all this instruction. Sometimes it's makes things really difficult. I believe that's a jar of blood. Um, and there's a wine glass. It's not wine. It's definitely blood. And then I'm trying to think of stuff that's gonna give me chills again. And just one day off holiday left as a Monday. Kids going back to kindy. So I do have a few hours of my own time. So, but what am I gonna do with it though? I don't know. Can I do much with it? I don't know either. Um, Okay, once again, it's very interesting use of making this stuff, but seriously though, it's not the friendliest thing for you to build because of the war. They should have had this earlier. Anyway, and again, it's just the instruction booklet. It's very hard to know where this frame, like the angle of the frame. But I think I missed one step. Yes. So when you see bricks that normally don't appear as a spare, then you know you make a mistake. And back 19 took a little bit longer. I did have back up to back number 22, but I don't know if I can get to it. Anyway, I'll just have this out here. Maybe it's a bit too far, so now you grab the bricks from afar. Anyway, what we're building here right now. Just be careful with them, bricks that are round, because sometimes you kind of move and try to figure it out, and then start rolling off, the table, which can be a problem. Interesting, and how this. That's very interesting. I think this is how you create a slightly different angle than the typical piece. So it just goes to here, and then okay. I think this is the part where we'll get a little bit more stability with a portrait of the guy in the coffin. And now I'm having chills again. the portrait is clearly the vampire, but then it becomes a skeleton. So, like earlier there were during the holiday, it's like a evening, I'm not building Lego, and I was asking my wife, let's just watch a movie, and then, oh yeah, it's the Voyage on the Demeter. It's a vampire movie. It's like I actually wanted to see it because I like watching horror movie, but at the same time it's like it's a bit late at night, I don't want to have nightmare. I wish this piece is printed. Anyway, again, I'll discuss this about the Bricklink designer program. Having printed parts would be awesome. At the same time, it's probably not really possible. We'd love to have that happen, but it's really not possible, I guess. Just imagine that, right? But you can always dream about it. I mean, or you can, take the design and, get it printed out. You can print on plastic. You can make the print yourself if you want. There's a lot of work though if you want to print it yourself. So, okay. And then here's the brown color. And interestingly, got this. And then what next? So this is really confusing. Is it like instruction booklet gonna have a green border on the bricks that you need to add, but then it kind of always, I think it's because it's so small, the instruction booklet, so I thought, hey, it's, so the green border gonna cross multiple places. I thought, oh, is it over here? And I was like, okay. Quite a few things to deal with here. What? Okay, wrong place. Okay, and ooh, there's so many pieces to deal with here. Okay. Okay. Ah, these are the things I hate with 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 the electronic instruction in such a small screen or small device. Okay. I mean, there's some very nice details. Okay. And to be honest, again, I think I already mentioned it. It's like, building a completely custom model like the modular Malfoy main, the building experience. This one has been very enjoyable, but the other one, as you know, I ran into lots of difficulties. Having the set kind of broken up while building it. Right now, this set, most of the trouble that I'm having mostly with the instruction booklet. Okay. Really nice different coloring throughout. And I think especially the last few bags is actually making lots of good progress. That I think if you see from day one to today is the day eighth day, and you kind of fast forward. Actually, I have a thought maybe I should keep all the video and doing speed build video, but nah, it's not something that I can do. Okay, I think that's it. Again, I was deceived by the instruction booklet because it does feel a little bit confusing at times. Okay, so here, I think my wife and daughter just arrived home. So if you hear me speaking Chinese or other noise in the next 10-15 minutes, I'm just talking to my wife and my daughter. Because they've been out, so my son already asleep. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's getting there. Really getting there. Okay. I think after today I might be able to move this set a lot more easily. If there's nothing connected, then it will be more difficult. Because this side got a lot more heavier. Okay. Okay. And this right here. And then it's right. Is it this? Next. Hi.
爸爸，我回来了。头有吓了一跳。
What happened?
我就跟他说，我是说要找一天游泳，就看一下他到底是什么程度。就他真的到水里面，他是真的不行。
Okay.
太隐私了，太深了。
Okay.
人家我都不深。
Okay.
但他就是他不想不看好了，不打扰爸爸了，爸爸在开心。
Okay.
你来喝牛奶不？姐姐不说。
Okay. Take off your shoe, please. 他看起来很累啊。
玩得很累，我们家人在楼下聊天，他们三个在楼上玩得很开心的。我又没有穿裙子，姐姐我很漂亮，这裙子就被撕了。
Okay.
在那边撕了。那你明天再穿漂亮裙子上学呗。我不喜欢去爷爷穿裙子，我喜欢去别地方穿裙子。
Okay. Anyway, so I'm building the two pillars right now. Just need to make sure that. Okay. Got 2 more bags and I think I'm done today. And I'm feeling a bit tired as well, so. Okay. Okay. So here is like really start taking shapes. And is it very so they're using this technique as well, so I mean this technique looks really nice, but sometimes if you don't execute correctly then things kind of falls apart. Okay. And this right here. Well, let's see how it goes. Got this. I think that's 2 more back. I think it's good because the kind of taking shapes here. Right, and then I think the next one is where things connected, and then we're going with this. Now, well, I guess we still need to have this part, but at least it's not as flimsy just with that connection there. So we've got to back 21. Doesn't seem to have that many good there are quite a few tiles, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Okay. And we need, is it a gray color? Dark gray color. Oops. So we need big piece here. Okay. Then going back to this side. Okay. My daughter just fell over. Okay. Okay, and then which part is this part? Can't see it properly. It's this part here. It's very hard to see now. Just okay. It's here. So that's all. And then, okay, good, we've got one more connection. Okay, so definitely now it's a lot more stronger. But, okay, it's actually facing this side. Okay, so what? Okay, I'm just trying to get okay. So it's a little bit confusing because I'm not turning the view towards myself, so it does look a little bit odd. Okay, so got this here. I don't know. I do want to finish back 22 as well, but we'll see. Okay, that's all for this. I really was hoping like we continue on this side, but they kind of switch back to the other side, so it's actually quite interesting. Okay, looks like I might have to stop soon, so at least, you know, a lot more progress made, especially here. But I just need to be extra careful to not make any huge mistake. I think that's it. And then, interesting, they use this piece to build up here. Alright. Yep, that's it, just two pieces. I closed the head again. Okay. So, where's that? Yeah, this guy is right here. So once again, it's something similar to the other side. I wonder how it's gonna connect to it. So it's definitely here. Yep. I'm gonna go back to this side, and then continue to build the stairs. And the staircase looks like that. Again, is another other area where while you're building it, you notice all this little space, but once you finish it, there's no way you can access it. There's so many of those while building the modular buildings. Okay, so this one is here. So this, okay. Okay. Okay, so this is adding the ropes towards the stairs, and then there's one more step on top. And that's it. What? Seriously? I mean, it's a nice idea, but it's a bit hard because, you know, you have longer finger. Okay. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, but I'm actually loving it because they're giving you a handle for the stair, so removing the hazard that minifigure might fell over the edges, but at the same time, it's a nightmare to build. Yeah, it's a very nice idea though. Yeah, absolutely loving it. But okay, let's see. Where's this part? Okay, so we're actually having this say wall. Okay, I can do this. I'm not following the steps. I just want to make sure that the parts are facing the way that I want. Okay, and then got this here. Okay, and then got this. Yep. Obviously, I'm not following the step at all. Okay, do this. Do this. So that's pretty nice. And a mixture of different pieces also pretty cool as well. So this here, yeah, this gives lots of texture here though. And then we've got the along the one, and so yep. And then this is where it all connects together. So I'm not following the instructions, so hopefully I didn't miss any step, because I just look at the last part and pick the right piece, and I hope that I'm not making a mistake. But yeah, it's a very nice texture. Run this in there. So hopefully, I can check the steps. Okay, and then got this here as well. So yep, and that's it. Yes, there's something. Okay, so got this. This right here. I just want to make sure that I got the. Oh, who's this? Is it the bride of Dracula before she become? Oh wait! I think it's based on the story. What's the name of the character? There's a sticker here. What's that? What's the name of that character? Anyway, but this is a very interesting building technique. I actually loving this technique. There's some very interesting ways of building stuff. Yeah, it does leave some interesting gaps around. But I think that's the photo of. And if you watch that the movie, and there's a remake or new adaptation of that movie lately. What's that movie? It's about Dracula. But yeah, so anyway, I can't recall the name of the character, but you can go check Wikipedia, and I'm pretty sure you'll get the name of that character. I think it's referencing her, if I'm correct. So it's this here, and interesting. Let's do some. Okay, so this one here. So this one is much more secure. We're using two of it. Maybe it's supposed to be two, and I made a mistake building the modular Malfoy Manor. Anyway, now this one is really secure. Wait. I don't think I missed a step, but oh, okay. Now when I need a brick separator, I don't have it. Can I use this as a brick separator? Yep, I can. I got it wrong. It's like, nah, no way they're gonna have this gap here. So, alright. Okay. So, link that's pretty much this back, and that's back to 21. Should I go with 22? Think, why not? Back 22. Wait, what do I need? I need one of this. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. This one's too long. Yeah, definitely. I need this one. No need here. No, we need this one. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need the other thin one. Where's it go? It's right here. Those are the parts that I would need, and then I can open up back 22, and after this I will call it a day. And I think we are truly halfway through the set. But like, How come? Is it really that big? I don't know. Let's see. So, okay, maybe this here. Okay, so again, this one would, yeah, it's not helpful because the instruction booklet will show you. But I think, it will be the same thing. So, it's right here. And this will allow you to add more details on the exterior. And okay, now I need to have it facing me a little bit. Interesting. I don't know about this because they're gonna have the curved piece pushing up a little bit, so I don't know. Normally I would say, hey, it will be the last remaining piece to do. So anyway, we've got this here, so this is actually quite interesting. I don't know why. I think it's a little bit hard to have it aligned correctly. We'll try. That's definitely something new I haven't tried before. Because yeah, that's definitely not something I experienced before. But it's interesting nonetheless. Oh, hopefully everything is kind of aligned. My eyes getting really dry, so I think definitely I will need to stop after this. But okay, yeah, it's quite interesting on how this part works. And now there's also some very interesting ways of building stuff. So this is why we needed the earlier part. So far it's full of surprises for me. And then what's the remaining one? I just need one more. Yep, one more. Okay, you can't really see it because there's, you see this one, there's some studs exposed externally. That is where we gonna add this. I think it's all good, all lined up. And what's the next part? Next part, is it? Oh, the shorter one, right? Yeah. And then, no, I think this is where it creates the balcony. So it's looking really good, and we've got this on here. And then we've got this. Okay, just now it's all level up. Now we've got some interesting use of bricks again. To be honest, yeah, we could have added those earlier before the, because I'm worried like I push out too much and the other parts can fall apart. Okay. These are the 1x3 bricks. It goes here. And this right here. Okay. And then what's next? Oh, I see. So now you think this wheel arch. This right here. Right. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, lined up. Yep. All lined up. There's some, again, it's, oh, they use this part here, so that's interesting. There are really some very interesting use of parts across the set. So okay, this is where we have a bit more reinforcement here. Okay, this long pieces. Okay, all right. What else? Okay, just this side. Okay, good. Do I miss anything? No, I didn't miss anything. Okay, so this is. It's funny. I thought I was gonna build more on this side and kind of still focusing on one side. So it's okay. This one here. What's next? Okay, just make sure that you're using the whole one rather than the cross one, the round one, because the huge difference. Yep. Oops, this one steps. So I didn't know when this one step earlier. Okay, actually more on this side. Oh, okay. I don't know what's this for. Let's say the circle. There are lots of technique. Must be hanging some kind of what's that like? Forgot the name. The ceiling light, but chandelier. Always run out of the right vocabulary. And then we've got this here. Okay, I need to build 3 of this. Okay. I know sometimes I do wonder, does it matter if they the what's that? Anyway, maybe it does. Okay. You don't know what I'm talking about, right? You know those technique connection, like that there's always a gap. Doesn't really matter. The gap is vertical or horizontal. And then here, 6. Okay. Interesting. Again, it's a very interesting use of parts, but just get this sorted first, and then okay. Okay, so we got 1 here. It's just so hard to push it all the way in. And because it's all black and gray and off the lighting, I find it also very difficult to have it align. Anyway, yeah, I think I might just kind of push it out a little bit here so I can see. Okay. Okay. And then got this here. I mean, it's an open design, so it's not like modular. That's why they could have, just fix the second floor like this. It does mean that access to some of the area can be a little bit difficult. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Okay.嗯而且这2天有一天你不是带他去玩厕所吗？Anyway, so good. So it's just fitting. It does mean, yeah. I don't know, when I start doing a review, I don't know how I can get, because there's no lights. Yeah, it will be interesting. But again, you don't really need to be a modular set, right? It's open up. It does. I mean, I have the same problem with the Hocus Pocus house. It's like there's so much details. They're so nice, but I can't really, get it or access some of the cool, fun feature. So. Okay. Sometimes that happens, and nothing much I can do about it. Okay. It's really nice, you know. Although I do find some of the black color of the bricks a little bit inconsistent. Okay. So need to be here and here and again, there's a bit of interesting. I don't know, it's the first time I have to build something like this. Anyway, I think because of the Technic pin, so the angle is consistent, and we'll just leave here for the balcony, and hopefully the other 3-pointer will be much more stabilized once. What's back 23? Should I get one more then? Let's see. I might just do 23 as well. It does mean the video is a little bit more longer, but I think it just makes more sense to have 23 done. Because it's really not much here, so I think it will help the stability of the set as well. So the thing is, I need to be extra careful on the color of. Yep. So this is the color, and okay, and then what's next? Okay, so okay, so this is here, and we're just adding on all this plantation outside. But I do find this a little bit difficult. Okay, but which way it should be facing though? See, it's like there's not many. Okay, there's not many pieces, but it makes it difficult. And I've got another one. The thing is, I don't mind this technique. It's just the instruction booklet is not able to convey the actual angle of it, so it makes it hard to understand. And got this here. Okay. And I've got interesting. Okay. Okay. And this one. Okay. Alright. this one go directly here. Okay. Hopefully I'm right. Okay. Okay. It's an interesting creation. So right. What? It's a bit hard to see. Okay. What's this? Flip over. This is another feature which so let's go like this. This is what that's what I'm saying. I'm going to do like back 23, just because how it is. Oh, come on, get in. How come? Sometimes it's just really difficult. Okay. What? What? I don't know. I mean, did I miss a step? Yes, I do. It's like, what the heck? How do I connect this? Okay, okay, so I think I just put in here. Okay, some kind of, it's going wrong. Yeah, just change it here. Okay, so what's next? What? Okay. This is the most difficult thing. Of course. Because the lighting, I can't see it. It should have this step way before the other side. So, okay. So we're here. Okay, so we've got something. So it's connected, but I need to just have a torch to see is it the right one? Can't see. It has to be right. I think so. I mean, it works right. Now I need to turn off the. I don't know how they can make this better. What? Oh my god. Okay. How do I how do I get back to man that should be quick build, but because of this, because every time you try to continue building it takes a while for it to load the instruction booklet. Okay, no. Hey, come on. Okay, need that long piece. Because most of the other parts are for the roof, I think. So just right here. Yep. Okay. So okay, and then what's next? Just adding the floor, and really, can't really get the lights, so it's really dark inside. Maybe to do with the lighting, but I don't know. Even during the day, I think it will be very dark. I doubt, because I think I would need to think about how I can do the review, and there's nothing holding that piece here though. Oops. Well, at least I think I can say I get the first level done after this. So I think I can move it here. What? Yes, this one. Okay, and then another one of this. Where is it? Did it give me the wrong one? I think so. Well, there's no other bricks here. There's no other bricks here. I think it did give me the wrong piece though. Okay. I think I have that piece extra somewhere. But I would have to think a little bit. Okay. Is it here? Oh. Actually, if you don't have that spare piece, then you're gonna end up looking really inconsistent, I would say. So okay. There's nothing to support that piece, so I need to kind of push it from the bottom. Okay, it's actually interesting. There's some, but yeah, we need to find the replacement because it got me the wrong piece. Yeah, I don't think I made a mistake. It's definitely give me a piece that I don't need in this. So okay. Oops. Okay. That's one way. I'm gonna try to finish up the this part here. So yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we've got a trap here. It's looking really nice so far, but I think I'm gonna call it a day. Unfortunately, they gave me the wrong piece, so I need to go find a replacement. Normally, they don't make this type of mistake, but well, yeah. So I will have to find the piece because it will look weird with the other one. But I think, yeah. Let's hope it doesn't have the same mistake in the upper level, because otherwise I might not have the same, and it will take me ages to find that replacement. So I'm gonna stop here and then we'll continue from back for next time. But you can see, you know, the set starts to look really great. At least got the first level done, and then I'm not sure what back number 24 would mean, but anyway, the only thing is that, you know, there's so much details, but it's very dark, so I think it needs some LED lights. And I don't know how you can fit the lights in, but so far it's been an impressive build. I'm very happy. I think finally the first level is done, and then hopefully, you know, we'll build the next level in upcoming days. But tonight is good night.